Hey guys, Chris here for Thoman's Guitars and Basses. In today's Guitar Tech Tips, I will show you how to change strings on your classical guitar. This time we'll talk about restringing nylon string guitars with different bridge types, and I'll show you what to do with super slippery strings too. We have other episodes on changing strings on bass and all kinds of guitars, so you can check out the description box in case you're interested. If you enjoy Guitar Tech Tips, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. First, you have to get rid of the old strings. A string winder can be very helpful and save you a lot of time, but you don't have to use it necessarily. Release the tension and undo the knots at the bridge. If you're having trouble with that, use a string cutter. Don't be surprised if the bridge falls out. It's only being held in place by the strings. Remember the orientation, and if you feel more comfortable, put a piece of tape on it. It's a good idea to clean the fretboard while the strings are off. If you want to know why it's important to clean and oil the fretboard, we have an episode on that, check it out right here. First, run the low E string through the bridge, wrap the string underneath, and loop it one time. This loop is going to be the knot that stops the string from slipping through the bridge. Hold down the end of the string behind the bridge and let it overlap the A string's hole. Now you can pull the E string tight. There are many ways of doing this. I will show you a simple method this time. This means that we will wrap the strings, all 6 of them, in the same direction. Moving on to the headstock, you can start by making sure that the hole of the post faces more or less the knot. This way you can put the string through easily and push it up with a finger on the other side. You need that because you want to loop the string on this end too. When you put the string in the post, don't pull it tight. Make sure that you can still stretch your fingers like this while you're holding the string in your hand. On the E string, you make the loop from the inside of the headstock, because you should also wind the string up to the inside of the post. When you're done with the string, you can cut it. You will do the same thing at the bridge for the A string. The only difference is at the headstock. You will make the loop from the outside, and you also wind the string up to the outside of the post. You can of course remove the tape by now and do the exact same thing with the D string. In case you're not sure about the rotation of these barrels, of these posts, make sure that the string goes above it. You can loop the G string twice at the bridge, just to make sure it doesn't slip out. These plain strings, these plastic strings, are pretty slippery. You can loop the string from the outside of the headstock and then wind it up to the outside of the post. You do the exact same thing with the B string. All right, we arrived to the high E string. It's the right moment to show what to do with super slippery strings. It's not written on the package. There are just a few string brands and string types that are just more slippery than others. And for example, this one, the Savares 500 ARJ, which sound fantastic, but they're a little trickier to put on a guitar. What you can do is make 3 loops and put a knot at the end. That's super safe. You can do that on the B and especially on the high E string. You will loop this string from the inside of the headstock and then also wind it up to the inside of the post, just like on the other E string. You don't see them very often, but there are 12-hole bridges too. You will have 2 holes per string, and this is where you make the loop. This is what you do with wound strings. Feed the string through the lower hole, wrap the string over the bridge, and run it through the higher hole too. Then put it through the loop and pull the string tight. On plain strings, you will make the same loop, but you don't pull the string through it or under it, but around it from above. Now just hold it still behind the bridge until you tighten the strings with your other hand. And now I really deserve a test ride. Let me know in the comments if you have some questions left. I know it's not super easy. I hope this was a helpful episode, and I hope we'll see each other next week. You guys take it easy, and it's time to become your own guitar tech. Oops.
Nice. I want a whole guitar tech tips on how you do that.
It's all about the timing, just like a kickflip.
Oh yeah, give me some of that. Give me some of that in the mic. Sounds good. Oh yes. Feels like Christmas morning. And that's on tape now.
Yes!
First try.
First try!